Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys and Magic. This is Hunter and Steven. Say what up, Steven.
Hello, Stephen.
We are back doing another episode of Commander Grades, still trekking along in the world of Final Fantasy. This is probably going to be the shortest of all videos we've ever made for Final Fantasy so far, and the reason is because we are doing the Monogreen legendaries slash colorless legendaries as this video, which, if you add both those up, there's only 7. So it's still a little short one, Steven.
I'm going to talk about each card for 30 minutes.
uh, but before we get started, I just want to remind everybody, what is Commander Grades? Sometimes you guys are new here, so we want to just explain. We go through, talk about the card as a potential helm of the deck, and give our grade, and then give an average grade between us. So, like I said, we're going to be talking about the mono green one, so let's go ahead and start this off. But first, hit the like button and subscribe because you don't want to miss out on future content. And we're almost at 20,000 subs, and you don't want to miss out when we do a giveaway for that. So be here. But Steven, let's get this first one going. This is Bartz and Boko. It's 3 and 2 green for a 4/3 legendary creature human bird. It's got affinity for birds, which, in case you don't know, the spell costs 1 less to cast for each bird you control. And whenever this enters, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. How do you feel about a bird kindred commander in mono green?
Caw. I don't know. I think this is good though. Mono green, usually known for playing big stompy creatures. Now we're playing birds. And I think
Playing
that
birds.
you can build a pretty large board state and grow your birds with cards like Beastmaster Ascension or things like that that kind of like add more power to them. And then you just cast Bartz for 2. And yeah, off to the races.
Off to the races indeed. Steven, did you know in mono green, the amount of birds that are able to be in this deck is 29, including Bartz and Boko itself. So, not that many. But
Not
you can
not
also do
great.
shapeshifters too.
This is true. I think I mean of the 28 available birds, how many of them are actually good? I guess
That I,
that's the question.
I feel like most of them came from this set. So,
So they're probably pretty good then.
they're not terrible, but at the same time, mono green birds kind of a rough start.
Yeah, let's be honest. Bartz and Boko is a support commander and it goes really good in the Choco deck.
Yeah, if you're running chocos, that's kind of cool. Uh, but yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say other than I like the fact whenever you have an affinity on a commander, it also includes that commander tax. So if you do have a bunch of birds, then this may only ever cost 2 green. But I don't know. Let's move on to the grades. I'll kick us off. I'm giving it middle of the road. It's a C.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go middle of the road with you, bud. I'm gonna give this a C as well. I think that if there were more birds and better birds, I don't know.
Bartz and Boko gets the average grade of a C.
Meh.
Moving on to Diamond Weapon. It is 7 and 2 green for an 8/8 legendary artifact creature elemental. It says this spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent card in your graveyard. It has reach, and it also has another ability called Immune, which means prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to Diamond Weapon. You loved this card when it was first spoiled, Steven. How do you feel about it as a commander?
Still love it. I
Yeah.
think this would be such an insane commander.
You think it's only ever going to cost 2?
Not early. I mean, it really depends on what's in your hand. Obviously, if we're in Magical Christmas Land, this could be pretty good. But I think even early on, this like mono green can definitely mill and self mill like cards like Six or Mesmeric Orb. Uh, I honestly think this is really viable, and this being an 8/8 and prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to it, and it's got reach. Like if this had vigilance, I'd probably run this every single day for the next 3 years.
I think I like it more as a support piece, to be honest. I think this is good in one of those Golgari kind of reanimation strategies. Mono green, I know you mentioned it does have the self mill aspect, but it's missing black for me.
I mean, yes, I do wish it had that black pip in the commander identity. I mean, yeah, I watch a lot of commander videos online, and I watched one where one of the SCG con guys was playing this as the helm of their deck, and it really just inspired me and made me fall in love with it more. I think it's very viable in commander, and it can pump out some damage too.
You're not wrong. I mean, it's definitely doable. Like I said, this is probably only going to cost 2 ever because, once again, similar to the affinity for birds, this spell costs 1 less cast that includes commander attacks again. So just keep throwing permanents in the grave, counts lands too as permanents. I definitely can see this being just easy to continue to cast. But let's go to the grades, Steven. You seem higher than me. What are you giving this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give this a B. I think I could give it an A. I just think that you really need to build around this pretty hard, and then even then, like just with other effects, if this had trample, which I know you could easily give this trample in green, but I still think I'm gonna give this like a good B.
Yeah, like I said, you are higher than me. I'm going to skip this once again, middle of the road. This is a C for me. But the overall grade for Diamond Weapon gets the average grade of a B. Next up is Quina Q Gourmet. It's 2 and a green for a 2/3 legendary creature Q, because that's a new creature type. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus a 1/1 green frog creature token are created instead. You also pay 2, sacrifice a frog to put a +1/+1 counter on Quina. It's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think this is really good in a token kind of strategy deck as a support piece, just because it's making a lot of those extra frogs. But I mean, at max, if you're only doing this once, you just get the one frog. I don't know if that's good enough for one time.
I
Like
mean, throw in all the token doublers, right? Fantastic.
yeah, throw in all of the token doublers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them in mono green.
There's doubling season. There's
One,
there's parallel lives.
two.
We can keep going.
I mean, let's keep going. I mean, I said all of them. Unlike the two of them basically make $100 worth for this deck.
Hey, we're building the deck together. And hey, doubling season also doubles the amount of counters this will put on it if you sacrifice a frog. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's viable. I mean, just make a bunch of green makes tons of different kinds of treasures. So it doesn't matter what you're making in this deck, you're making a frog with it. I think that's it's pretty powerful. And this, you've mentioned before, you can give green trample very easily. Give this trample, make it big as can be. Green is easy to get a lot of mana. Sacrifice all your frogs, hit someone for commander damage.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that is a strategy. I feel like if I want to swing in for a bunch of commander damage and spend a bunch of mana, I just kind of want to go Voltron and just play a bunch of artifacts.
You can do that too.
That's just me.
Let's go ahead and move on to the grades. As high as I talked it up, I'm still once again just middle of the road for this one. This is a C for me.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle here. I'll give it a C as well.
Well, Quina, it's the average grade of a C. Next up is Sazh Katzroy, 3 and a green for a 3/3 legendary creature human pilot. It says when it enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And whenever Sazh Katzroy attacks, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. Can get pretty scary.
Yeah.
Can put a counter on itself.
Yeah, I could. I just don't think I'm playing this. I'll be honest. I don't know. Like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody's gonna roll up to the table and they're gonna play their Sazh Katzroy deck, and I'm gonna just brush it off, and it's gonna utterly demolish me.
It's gonna get counters
But
very quickly.
Yeah, this is pretty expensive, and I know it's kind of funny coming from me because if you watch any of our videos, if we talk about a mono green card being expensive, I don't care just because green has so much ramp.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm here for it. I feel like there's other commanders that do the +1/+1 counter thing better. Now, granted, this does have the upside of doubling the number of +1/+1 counters, so I really do enjoy that.
Hmm.
But this card just screams support.
I don't know. I think I like it. I mean, I'm the +1/+1 counter guy. I get it. But in Magical Christmas Land, you get a Soul Ring turn 1. You play this on turn 2. And then turn 3, you're swinging it for a 5/5. That's not terrible.
Yeah, I listen. You could keep talking. I don't know if my mind's going to be changing.
Hey, and then what's next on the next turn? After it's a 5/5, it turns into
12/12.
no, not quite that much, but it's pretty big.
What do you mean? It's a 5/5. You
Hmm.
put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then you double the number of counters.
Yeah, it only had 3 counters.
Oh, you don't double its power. Yeah. Yeah, even worse. Now, I hate this card. This sucks.
No, it's a good card. You're turning it into a 9/9, which, hey, I'm here for the 9/9. This, I'm just
Sure.
saying, this thing grows so exponentially fast, and you're going to be putting in all those other kind of effects that just give you extra counters too. Sazh Katzroy is something I feel like you should look out for. I know you joked and said, "I'm I really going to be scared at the table." I think you should be. This could pop off.
Listen, you can build it, or one of our patrons or people on YouTube can build it. Show me the deck list, play against me, and then change my mind. But until this card demolishes me, I can't see it.
All right, well, let's move on to the grades then, Steven. What are you giving it?
I'm gonna give this middle of the road. I don't think this is anything too special. I think this is just a C.
I'm actually going to give this a B, believe it or not. I
I can't.
I kind of like it. I think it gets out of hand very quickly. And with just all the other support pieces and +1/+1 counters in green, very easy to just kill someone with commander damage. And you know me, I like my commander damage. This average grade for Sazh Katzroy, it's going to be a B. All right, and the number one most built around mono green card by far is Tifa Lockhart. It's 1 and a green for a 1/2 legendary creature human monk. It's got trample and it's got landfall that says whenever a land you control enters, double Tifa Lockhart's power until end of turn. I know I just said Sazh Katzroy can get out of hand very quickly. This one's even worse.
I didn't say that. You said that.
This one can get out of hand even quicker.
Yeah, this card is nuts, man. I honestly, I died turn 3 to this card
Yeah.
like a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy just had Tifa on the table. It's turn 3. I'm like, turn 3? Who's dying to commander damage on turn 3? I did.
You did.
It was a very quick, swift death. It was the most insane thing, and it's not like it was this insane play with like these $30 cards. It was just a fetch land into more ramp, into another ramp card. I was mind blown of how easy it was to just murder somebody with commander damage. Tifa Lockhart, to be honest, is insane.
I
It just
agree.
rewards you for playing the game.
And it's doubling its power too. So if you have anything that's like equipment that's attached to this, if you have counters that's on top of this, you're going to be doubling the power when you're playing lands. And it's just nuts. And you just have all of those land effects in mono green that just gets you more land. And yeah, Steven, you can die turn 3 like you did.
Yeah, and I won't lie to you. I think this card is a huge hate bearer because it did the thing that I always kind of like hate to a certain extent. It wrecked the lobby so hard that now if I ever go against a Tifa Lockhart deck, I will mulligan until I have multiple things of removal.
Yeah, I think that's
And
the like let me just talk about the downside about this card. It doubles the power. It doesn't double the power in toughness. And I feel like just keeping it at 2, if you don't have anything that can bump that toughness, this dies to just a very simple lightning bolt.
yeah, I agree. I think that happens really like early on. I think the longer the game progresses, the the worse it gets because then you're really unlocking the mono green potential when it comes to +1/+1 counters and artifacts and growing the power and toughness on it. And then you're just doubling the power that is just already there. I
Plus,
mean,
yeah, and play devil's advocate against myself. Mono green gives quite a bit of hexproof. So
Oh, it's insane.
protection
Like
there.
snakeskin veil and all that drama. I just you know, and I don't even think you have to put too much into this deck.
I
I
don't think
think
you
you
do
can
either.
build a super cheap like $100 commander deck with Tifa and just have a blast every single time.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the grades, Steven. This is an A for me.
Yeah, I hate it. It's an A.
Tifa Lockhart gets the average grade of an A. Moving on to Torgal, a fine hound. It's 1 and a green for a 2/2 legendary creature, Wolf. It says whenever you cast your first human spell, each turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each dog and or wolf you control. You also tap to add 1 mana of any color. What an odd card.
What an odd card indeed.
This is a support piece.
Oh, that's you. Sorry, you made a mistake. So it says Torgal, a fine companion.
A fine
Uh,
companion. That's pretty much.
fine companion. It's a support card.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk about this card anymore. Like this is such a weird lane of you wanting to cast dogs and humans. It's it reminds me of like Raining Cats and Dogs where it wants to do cats and dogs, except this is wolves
Yeah.
and humans.
Yeah,
And
like I'm even
one color.
and I'm even trying to like think about you go back to Innistrad and the day night and your wolves and stuff like that. So like I think that's kind of where this card goes, but even then it goes in as a support piece. Like I don't
Yeah.
think you want to play mono green like wolves and humans. Could be wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I think we've said it plenty of times in past videos like throw your deck list down below. Let's check it out. Like
Let me see your Torgal
I
list.
love to be proven wrong.
Let's move on to the grades for this one, Steven. I think we're both on board. It still does something, so I'm giving this a D.
I I'm really I against my better judgment, I'm gonna give this a D.
Well, the average grade for Torgal, a fine hound, gets a D. And the final legend we are talking about is that colorless one that I mentioned at the beginning. It is Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. It's 5 mana for a 4/4 legendary creature god. It's got flying, and whenever Ultima attacks, you put a blight counter on target land. For as long as that land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land types and abilities and has tap to add a colorless. Whenever you tap a land for a colorless, add an additional colorless. This card is cool. I like this a
Card
lot.
is good.
This card is good. You are just shutting down all of your opponents that love those 2-color lands. And now you say, oh, that's a bummer. Now it's just a colorless land.
Yeah, I mean, part of me wishes this also said on enters. I think that'd be really good.
Whenever it enters or attacks, yeah, that'd be cool. But
Yeah,
you do have all those equipment, Swiftfoot Boots, Lightning Greaves. They are colorless as well. Throw those into this deck, and then away you go.
yeah. I mean, this is a really good, I think, Eldrazi commander.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think just the fact that just says, hey, all your mana is doubled. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I think that's where like I'm really high on this card. Is this is basically like your Shrine of the Forsaken Gods or whatever it's called. Is that what it is? The five. I think it's the 5 mana one that doubles your colorless mana and gains you a life when you cast a colorless spell. You know what I'm talking about?
I believe you're correct.
Yeah, that card is nuts and is so good. This is basically that on a body, which is fantastic, minus the life gain, obviously. But if I'm playing this as my Eldrazi commander, I don't even think I care if I put the blight counter on my lands for
Yeah.
them to tap for 2. You know what I mean? Like, I, I, I don't know, man. I'm really high. I don't know if you want to say anything else. I'm super high on this. This is a fantastic commander.
I'm high on this as well. I do struggle at times thinking about how colorless will work. I know Eldrazi are huge and they are definitely a real thing. And there are plenty of Blightsteel Colossus type cards that also are just colorless that fit into this deck. You know what? I'm talking myself up even more. Let's go to the grades.
Yeah, because I mean, before we even get to the grades, you can throw the beautiful, beautiful new Ugin
There you go. Perfect.
that just exiles on colorless and like, and then give people blight counters, and then they can't play spells. And then when they do, you exile them. Ah,
Maybe I'm going to build the deck. I don't have a colorless deck yet. Steven, let's move on to the grades. What do you give in Ultima?
I'm gonna give Ultima a B. I want to give it an A. My main issue again is this is colorless, so in my mind, and obviously I know there are other avenues, you can go Eldrazi or you can go something different, but this is just Eldrazi to me. And they're huge, they're big, they're stompy. You have to build it super expensive, which is usually kind of a turnoff for me. And I think that's kind of why I'm at a B. If I had an unlimited budget, I'm putting $3,000 into it a deck. Sure, this is an A, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I looked at this as it's 5 mana. It's a lot for a colorless commander, and I completely agree with you, Steven. I'm going to give this a B as well, which gets us to our final grade. Ultima Origin of Oblivion gets the average grade of a B. And that is it. Quick, short, easy video, Steven. Like I said, Monogreen and colorless, check from the main set. We're good to go.
Done.
Guys wanted to check out any of the other grades videos that we've done in the past or future, I don't know when this video is coming out. Check the links in the description for all those other ones and check out our grades for everything else. And while you're in the description, you'll find links to all of our social media accounts. Follow us on those as well to keep up to date with everything else that we got going on. And hit the like button once again and subscribe to the channel because we appreciate all of your support and we would like you to be along for the ride. So hit subscribe. And comment down below. Did you agree with these grades? Did you disagree with these grades? Maybe you have a list for us to check out. Always interested to hear guys' opinions down there in the comment section below. And on the screen right now, those are all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, including exclusive content, early access content, and a bunch of other cool stuff, check the link in the description and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to our Gains Indestructible tier, starting with
Aaron Hill,
Aaron Martin,
Brian Gagniella,
Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner,
Doc Jerome,
Jimmy Ward,
Jay Pizzle,
Kevo,
Larry Killian,
Samuel Abbott,
Thrifty PSGR,
and William Colombo.
You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Still didn't talk about a milk card.